start this video cast, I'd like to show you about 15 or so seconds of a clip from one of my favourite films, Mary Poppins.
In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You find the fun, and snap, the job's a game. And every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake, a lark, a spree. It's very clear to see that a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down.
It's an absolute classic. I love that film. With every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. And when you find the fun, the job's a game. What I'd like to talk about in this video cast on inspiring and developing awesome children is how to bond with children using chores. Chores, you're saying, how can you do that? Chores, you know, the kids, you ask them to clean up their room, they're shouting, in a minute, or they'll say, I'll do it tomorrow, or whatever it is, yeah? As a little boy myself, I used to love hanging out with my grandmother. She used to play me all sorts of games. But sometimes, when I went to visit her, she was very busy, like she'd be doing the washing up, or having to do some cleaning, and she would say, not now, Benny. That's what she used to call me, Benny. I'm a bit busy, but when I finished, we'll play some cards or chess or something. So I thought to myself, Grandma, if I help you out and you finish earlier, can we play earlier? And she said, yes, I'd love to do that. So that's a bit from my childhood. And then one day I thought, how could I, when I'm doing these chores, help my kids do the same thing as well and bond with them? So that's the trick, that's the hard bit. How do you find the element of fun in washing up, putting cutlery away, cleaning their bedrooms, even vacuuming or shopping? How do you find that? And one thing, for example, with shopping is we would get the kids to say, well, can you find where the rice is, for example? That would be the game, because that way I don't have to walk around 50 aisles finding the rice. With washing up, it might be who can dry the most plates. So then either of my children would have a race for that, or dry the most mugs. For vacuuming, who can create a carpet which has no bits of dirt on it? And of course we'd show them, if they're old enough, how to do the vacuuming, and see who can do that. So this is just finding words to make things a game. What I'd like to do is just one game with you for now, and that's how to make putting cutlery away fun. So I've got a little messy cutlery place all over here, and if you come and have a look in my cutlery drawer, it's still a little bit messy over here, but you can see I've got a spoon here, a teaspoon here, and a fork here. And what I'm going to do is tell the kid, if I put, depending on how old they are, the spoon there, is that right? And they might say yes or no. If they say yes, I'd say, oh, actually it goes here. Or if they said, no, it goes here, that's fine. So then I would say, look, here is all these cutlery here. I want to see how good you are at putting them in this box. And what kid can't enjoy putting cutlery away? Yes? It's fantastic. Honestly, they would play this game. In fact, sometimes kids would fight over, no, I wanted to do it. And I'll say, oh, it'll be your turn next time, and we'll see who got the most correct in the draw. Just before I go, I'd just like to, because many of us have issues with children putting toys away and stuff like that. I went out with a teacher once, and I remember her son at the time had a very messy bedroom, and when I went there I was chatting with him, and I said, "Oh, where does this piece of toy go?" And he might have said, "Put it in here," or wherever, and I said, "I bet you I can put more of those bits of toy in that box than you can." And right away he said, "No, I can do more." Which is a straight game straight away. By doing all these games with chores, by the way, it's a great way for bonding with your children, and also just teaching them that there's a lot of stuff that as adults and parents that we've got to do, and if they can help us and give them big hugs afterwards and so on, just enjoy that experience of growing up. So if you've enjoyed this video cast, please put some comments, please hit like, please subscribe to all the things that people do with these videos these days. But most of all, if you can share things that you do with other parents who may be watching this video about what you do to make chores fun for your children.